Hello guys and welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to be introducing my watch collection. This is my current haul of watches which I do still wear very regularly, including some of my favorites here at the front. And let's kick things off with the Rolex, and this is a Rolex Oyster Perpetual OP39. This was from 2018. This was a Baselworld novelty in 2018. It is quite rare to find the black dial 39mm Oyster Perpetual in the shop still, and I was lucky enough to get it in 2018, and I love it. This is the jewel of my collection, and for good reason. I think you'll agree. I will do a full review on this one regardless, but please give me a shout if you are interested in anything specific about that. So that was the Rolex. Next, my next two sort of favorite watches are actually going to be Christopher Ward's. We have the Trident Mark III, which is I think the fourth Christopher Ward watch I've ever bought. But this is such an improvement over the previous versions of the Trident line, and I'm super happy with this. I've got the blue dial here. It's 43mm across. They've really improved the bracelet here, as well as the case. There's so many improvements. I'll go through them all in a comparison video, and I'll be comparing it to, of course, its younger brother, which is just here. And this was a hot watch probably a couple of years ago now. The red bezel Trident was popping up all over YouTube. Of course, I was drawn to it as well. I do still wear this. I really like it. This one is a bit more blingy than the blue. And again, still a fantastic watch, and probably quite good value now. And actually there's a few things, small things here, like the hands I actually prefer on this model compared to the new blue one. So moving on then. So those I'd say are the three I wear the most. Well, actually, that's a lie, because there is this. This is the stunning Citizen Satellite Wave. This is the F900. Again, from a couple of years ago. This is probably the first quite expensive watch I bought. And this was after I'd done lots of research into the movement and so on. This is by far my most accurate watch here. And I love it for that reason. I also love that it's solar powered. It's got the best AR crystal that I've ever seen. It looks like there's no crystal at all there. I've actually got it on a Hirsch runner strap, but it does come on a full titanium bracelet, which I'll show you, of course, when I do the video review of this one. Very cool watch, tons of tech in this, in a relatively compact, interesting case. So I'll definitely be sharing that one with you soon. Now, a couple slightly interesting ones. This is also one of my favorite watches because this is quite rare. You would not expect to see this on anyone's wrist if you walked into any room. Perhaps not in Russia though. This is a Raketa, but this isn't just any Raketa. This is one of their newer model, in-house built, completely in-house movement, which is super rare. It is the Polar Explorer, and I just love the colors on that dial. This is also a 24-hour watch, which means these two watches are actually showing the same time currently. It is about 1:45, and as you can see, the dial on the Raketa here goes from 0 to 24. So this is a cool one. It's also got a really nice exhibition case back movement, and that proudly shows off the full in-house movement, and I mean full in-house movement. So I will be I'll be sharing some info about that soon as well. I was lucky enough to actually visit the factory in St. Petersburg to buy this one. Then another Russian watch. Now this is a Snowman Ski. I got this probably about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even longer now. And this is a Gagarin special edition. Obviously no AR coating, as you can see my entire room and myself in the reflection there. But this is a pilot's watch. It's a commemorative piece for Yuri Gagarin's first man in space mission. Again, nice exhibition case back, Polyot, Russian movement, and I've put it on the what I think is one of the nicest straps I've ever tried, and this is actually a nice sailcloth Hirsch. It's called the Arnie strap. It comes in a few colors. I love this strap. I'll be excited to try this strap on a few other watches as well soon. It is so much more comfortable than it looks, and I promise you will like it if you give it a shot. So there we go. That's a couple of Russian watches. I've got a few more to come. Next, we've got the Full Metal G-Shock. Again, a YouTube kind of sensation when this guy came out. I like the black rubber and contrasting, obviously, steel shroud case. Very cool watch. I paid too much money for it. Maybe I got sucked into the hype a little bit, but I love it. This is my Terminator watch. So when I want to do something active and still look a bit cool, I would put this one on. However, I do actually avoid doing anything too dangerous with this because of that shiny case. I want to keep it as shiny as possible. The reference escapes me now, but I'm sure you've probably seen this one before. It is great fun. Nice rubber strap as well. Quite impressed with the quality here. First G-Shock I've ever had. Now, next, this one I seldom wear because I've actually sold the car that this watch commemorates, and that is the GT86 Toyota. Another Citizen. I've got a few Citizens as well, some more interesting than others. This one's quite cool because, of course, it has the sides painted in the exact same color as my car used to be, and it's got the cool sort of 86 logo. If you can see that sort of pattern, the triangular pattern on the dial, which is reminiscent of the interior parts of a Toyota 86. So I've got a full video on this that I recorded a while ago. I've since sold the car actually, so I might give this watch away or sell it soon. Still though, a little bit of commemorative memorabilia for me and my Toyota 86. Next, we've got the three cheap Russian watches. Now this is a Raketa Big Zero. This may be a Franken watch because I bought this in a flea market in St. Petersburg along with these two other Raketas, so I'll show you all of those just clearly on the camera. They are all working, they're all hand wound. I couldn't be bothered to set the dates because it takes forever, but especially the Big Zero variant is quite interesting, and then the other two do have this kind of annual calendar, which also helps you track leap years and so on. A bit over-engineered, a bit overworked. I don't think anyone actually really used that, but it's cool because it has the two slots, which also have a separate dial to show days of the week and so on. This one is probably my favorite out of these, just because it's a classic, very unusual dial design, in which Raketa is sort of famous for. It's one of their flagship models from many moons ago. So there you have it. That is my sort of intro video. Hope you enjoyed that quick tour of my current collection. This is evolving every sort of month or week or something, so I will be posting many more updates. Also, I am planning to modify a Seiko 5 Sport to my own specification, so that will be a series of videos. And finally, I am setting myself the challenge to go from a Seiko to a Rolex, not necessarily this type, but maybe a different one, in just trading up. So please keep an eye out for those videos, because that's going to be a challenge I'm setting myself as we go ahead. So thank you for watching, guys. Please let me know which watches are you most interested in, and I'll prioritize their reviews. Okay, I'll see you next time.